I'm trying to see. So we're live and shit, Shiola. We got a stop hunt here that I'm not interested in. And I'm trading irresponsible, but I don't care. I'm not buying this. Really nothing pushing this price down, so it's a fake out. I don't know what you guys can see, but I believe you can see everything. What I can see is the chat, which is super irritating. Oh boy. And then it's this screen resolution that is just driving me nuts. I'm not quite sure what you guys see, but oh, I'm still learning. Anyway, painful. Painful, painful, painful. Put that one up there. So right now there is a stop hunt going on the dollar. This is a fake move. And I say that because there's nothing pushing the dollar. There's no news driving the dollar down. The news here are not enough fuel to drive the dollar down. We can go into look at news, and there really isn't anything in any reason why the dollar should fall. So I believe this is just another stop hunt by the market movers before they're going to move the dollar higher. We've got a pretty big wick here. And I think they're just fishing for supply. So I believe the dollar will go up and go over here. Seen a move up, then a down. Lots of wicks on the top. The volume seems to be increasing, going up, and less strength in the bearish move. So I'm very confident that this will turn around. Part and reason because it's hard to see here, but I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. This is 2019 August. We had a low here. Before that, here's 2019, and then the low before that was in September and August, September of 2018. So we haven't been this low since 2018, and there's nothing fueling that drive down. In fact, there's all the reasons why this should go up. So believe this is a stop hunt. There's a liquidity pool over here, so I believe this is moving up. And if you look at the volume on this candle is bigger, but you have wicks on both ends, and when you go into greater details, you will see that there's less strength in this, and you can see that consistently here as well. the volume is going down. So I believe this is nothing but a fake up by market movers. I have a pretty big stop loss right now on these two, but I don't care. I'm gonna allow this one to breed because again I believe it's just a fake out. So let that one sit. So to take a look where we at, yesterday we left off, we had our balance at 252. We were down basically 5 cents, and some things have happened since then. So we had a couple, we had one trade going into profit. This was this setup that I did with one of our other people from the light trade. We set the trade over here. I actually cashed it out over here when it came up and put a new trade in and replicated the setup, which is this one. I didn't like where it was heading and I had a tight stop loss, so I decided to close it out, took 27 cents and then just re-entered, and we came down to this level which we had talked about 2 days ago, and we just took profit here just a little while ago. And then we had a buy limited order sitting here for a couple days. So now we're waiting for a reversal for this one to go up. We had a pound dollar. I closed it out at $8. That moved us up. So right now we're up $14.45. Our drawdown is $9 right now, but this one is locked in, can't lose money. This one is locked in, can't lose money. And this one is in profit. And these two, which is this one here, I expect to lock in as well. There's a line that I drew here that is, I believe that this candle, the daily candle, will close on or above this line. And take a look at these wicks. So down pressure, but it closed almost close to opening. Same here again. So this is nothing but a stop hand. It's just creating supply, meaning trigger like people like myself that are long but can't allow it to breed like I'm allowing it. So they're now out, and the market movers, so because they're out, their buy order went into a sell order, and that sell order was then picked up by the market movers. So now they have new supply. So this is kind of an attempt of, making sure it's empty here and trying to just make sure it's the market movers getting in here, creating the supply, and then they're going to drive the price up. And as they drive the price up, they start selling as they make more and more profit, and then we have distribution at the top. So these two candles here, these three candles actually do show there's absolutely no strength here. It's just market movers creating new supply, making sure that the supply is drained out and that they filled up their warehouse, literally, and now they're going to take it up. So as you get in here, you see more of that stuff. So we're going to let these two babysit. In reality, we should take a long trade from here, but I'm going to leave it. But I could take a trade here, and I might. This is how I want to know how I trade. This is how I trade. So if I see the right sign, I'll probably enter in here and I'll get 35 more pips, and up to this one I get 60 pips. So why not? This is a 0.2 position. That's the one that's biggest, and then the other one is a 0.1. So what I will do if I find the right trade here is probably take a 0.2 position. Now I am going to, by doing that, I am going to take more than 5% risk, but this is about how I trade, right? So, and this is how I trade. I'm not going to blow this account, but I am going to try to make it accelerate, make the growth accelerate a little bit. All right, time to jump over here and take a look if anyone's with me. No one's with me. It's just me, myself, and I. That's okay. Looking at the dollar index, correlation. I'm just doing this to get you guys used to doing this when you start getting into this. So Euro USD and Euro Yen is moving in correlation at the rate of 95%, meaning they're almost lockstep. So if Euro USD goes up 1 pip, Euro Yen goes up 1 pip. The opposite is true for Euro USD versus USD Swiss franc. There we have a 74% correlation the other way around. So these two could be hedged. If you go long on Euro USD and you're negative, then you could go short on USD Swiss franc and you're hedging. Now I happen to be long on this, which means I should be short on Euro USD. And if we take a look at the books, I am short Euro USD and I am long USD Swiss franc. So seems like I'm set up. Okay. What else? What else? So I was sitting here learning OBS while we sit here and just wait a little bit for things to happen on this one. Sitting learning OBS and was going to do all kinds of fun intros and stuff. I don't even believe you guys can see my webcam, but I was going to have this intro, which you can't see, so I don't believe you can. Anyway, so pardon the mess. I'm still learning. I'm trying to make this interesting. I'm still fighting a cold, and I am trying to show how I'm trading. So overall, we've had a good day. Like I said, we're up 14.45. You want to know how much that is? So we're at 266.68 versus our 252. So we're up 5.8%. Not so bad. In 2 weeks, do yourself a favor, take a look at what you would be making in a bank account if you saved your money there. The only difference is that in the bank account you can't really lose your money. They're federally insured up to 100,000, and so less risk for sure, but you get 1%, so your $252 would grow by 1% at best, and that's at best. Here, obviously, you could put $252 at risk and lose it all. So it all depends on what kind of appetite you have. Anyway, looking at odd yen. It's another trade I took yesterday, and I took it up here. So obviously, pretty good timing. We're up 31 pips right now. We've locked in the profit. We're gonna keep locking it in. We're $1.60. It's 284 right now. We have 30 pips collected on it. So we're doing good on that. We have New Zealand dollar and CAD. We took a trade over here. We're up 18 pips. Support became resistance. We'll see if that holds. This one is the one that we've been trading because it traded out of the channel, came back up. We had a double top, came out of the channel and touched the bottom of the channel, and now trading down. We're looking for a profit down here. So a total of 120 pips. That's not going to happen overnight, but maybe by the end of the week, we'll see. That would yield us $8.76. Next week, I'll think we'll start trading 20-cent trades like this one. That means our stop losses are going to have to be smaller because we're putting more money at stake, but we'll start moving a little faster. And once we hit 300 bucks, we'll start trading 30 cents a pip and just keep moving up like that. When you trade and if you see anything that worries you and you feel like I don't know if this is going to come against me, and now this one, there's a pretty decent wick here, but there's a decent wick here as well, so we could come up here before we drop further. If I wanted to take the money, I could take the money on this one and just take $1.24 and wait for a new setup, and there's nothing wrong in doing that. Profit is profit, especially on accounts like this. So we have the volume increasing on these two candles, meaning more strength downwards than it is upwards. So put a little fib on this baby here. Let's see where we could go. So we could have a reversal up to this area. I mean, we're at 61.8, so most likely this indecision candle, high volume indecision, they can't make up their mind, so we'll see where that one goes. This one, we're in it for a long position now. We have stop loss down here. We are now officially in profit. Anyone that took this trade, which I called out, I believe, well, last week or Monday, maybe Monday, with Eric Bailey. This one, if you set that trade up, you made a profit from, we set it up over here. So you made 42 pips, and now you can write it back up, and we're looking for a pretty good, decent profit on this one as well. A 65 pip move. We'll see if we get it. Again, if we see weaknesses around this area here, which is now resistance, then we might just take the profit and get out. If for nothing else, we should see resistance. We should see some weakness over here, maybe a retracement before it moves up. So do what you want over there. Your call, your money. Still me, myself, and I. So with that in mind, I'm not going to make this too long. We're how far into this are we? I don't know. 20 minutes. So I think we're coming up on where I feel like I might get out. We have a buy order on US CAD. We were in profit and we had a double top. Not so good, but we'll take a look at this one here. huge volume on this one, this candle here. So there's strength in that, but there's hesitation. We're down to 50%. This is an old resistance line support that we pulled last week. I believe. When did we put this one? Yep, the 30th. We put that line. Imagine that. Still believe this is going to go up. So let's take a look. Where do we think it's going to go? A lot of wicks here, but that's consistent with this area, and most likely this and this area and this area, right? So that's to be expected. But this is truly, we were at the bottom. We marked this on the 8th, said that this is going to go up. It has. If we want to set a target for this, let's do that now. The target would be on a daily in this area. So we can pull the profit up to here. What do we have here? We have, see, I can't see for that. 142 pips. So we just gotta get past this level here. So we'll let this one sit. Feel good about that level there. So we'll leave that. It'll be up and down, so that's okay. Dollar yen, haven't done much with this one. Broke above this double top, triple top, whatever you want to call it, area here. Right, so liquidity is above that area. If we take a weekly look, we're at resistance, right? So the question is if it's going to go up here. Dollar yen, we believe the dollar is strong. You can see it's strong. On the weekly. So the trend is up on the weekly. And there's your equilibrium on the daily. Trend still up. 4 hours still up. We hit the resistance over here. And come down here and possibly take off there. So the best thing would be to, and we have this old line that we drew, the 10th. So we'll extend this one. This is probably where the price is going to come to. And once price comes down to that, we'll consider a long. So we'll leave that one there. That's that one. This one we're just waiting for it to do something sensible. I'm waiting for break above with confirmation. Then I'm long again on a third one. I'm probably at a 002 position. This one is in profit. This one we're expecting to retrace up to here. See the right signs over here. We'll go short on New Zealand Canadian. We have this one we can extend. See what happens over here when it comes here. Pound dollar, we're not in this one in any way, shape, or form. Let's see what's going on. We might enter into this one expand this window a little bit. So we have the sweet spot and all that stuff. It's actually at the sweet spot right now. So I think I'm gonna go short. So I'm into pound dollar. I'm looking for a quick little trade here. I'm gonna reverse this fib to see where I'm gonna go, where I'm gonna set my profit target. So I'll set it down here, 44, 45 pips. It probably can go further. And if I see the right strength in here, wow, that's a big mess, eh? If I see the right strength in here, then I'll let it ride. So let's clean this one up. This is the problem with indicators. So we have this one. I'll clean that one up. I'm gonna clean these up. Don't need them anymore. Inside candle, so didn't make a new high. Not even here. So that's weakness. And a move down would be nice. Really down to here would be what you could expect. About 110 pips or so. Pardon me. So we might extend this. If it breaks down below this one, we'll extend that trade further. Okay. Euro yen, we're not in here. And right now we have a lot of positions, so we're over trading slightly. Euro, New Zealand dollar. Remember what we said on correlation? That wasn't that one. We don't even have that one here. Nope. So we're gonna leave this one though. It is right in this zone that we drew out. I don't know when. Liquidity zone has been hit, which is here. Sweet spot. It's ripe for a short on Euro New Zealand dollar. It really is. Liquidity, 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 liquidity. And the trend is down. And I'll roughneck it, but let's roughen it a bit. There. There's your channel, top of the channel. This may not be how you draw channels, and that's fine. You can draw it any way you want. This is how I do it. A lot of juice went into this. Much more juice in this candle here, right? In this candle here, look at that small body. That has more volume than this candle here. This should send you, should tell you something, right? And this volume is increasing. So, heck, this is too tempting. Let's just take a small one. Set 100 pips. I'm sorry, but it's too good of a setup to pass up $3. Uh, we'll see how that one plays out. Uh, yen is now 10 pips from stop loss. Can't lose money on it, so it's okay. What I could do is to take some cash, is to take it out and then re-enter when I see a new setup. Profit is profit. There's strength, but not a whole lot of strength. I believe this will come up here and then bump down. I have the money locked in, so I don't care. Let it sit. Alright, so that's it. That's it. I'm gonna call it. Time of death. Anyway, this was fun. This was short, hopefully short enough. And it's still me, myself, and I. So enjoy the recording, and I'll see you tomorrow.